Well-respected speaker manufacturer Artcoustic have opened up a brand new showroom here in Essex, just outside London, and Sydney Now has a world exclusive to show you around this fantastic showroom. We are here with Paul Cumming, Head of UK Sales for Artcoustic. And Paul, can you tell us a bit more about this fantastic new training and demonstration facility here in Chelmsford, Essex?
Yeah, we've just opened this facility really to showcase what Artcoustic's all about. We've been in the UK for about 5 years now, and to date we've not had a facility where we could really show off the whole range and the whole products and what Artcoustic is really all about. A lot of people are under the impression that Artcoustic is about speakers that look like pictures, and yes, we can do that. We can print these with anything and make them look beautiful in any room, but underneath it all, and most importantly for us, is it is a very high quality loudspeaker in its own right. The aesthetics are alongside, not instead of, and that's a very important part about what we do. And obviously we can't do that from a brochure. We need to do that from actually showing it and showing people what it's all about, and that's why we've done this.
Yeah, I mean, you said earlier it was obviously designed to lead the industry in audio education and design. In what way are you hoping to help the industry?
I think it's the industry has come a long way in the last few years with lifestyle products and a lot better looking products, but they have always been tainted with a brush of it's not as good as a proper system, a real system that looks quite old fashioned, I think, in today's terms. And we've done this to address that, and also to try and break down that belief that the two can't go hand in hand. Aesthetics and quality of sound aren't necessarily mutually exclusive, they can go together. And I think if people design their systems with the right products, obviously this being one of them, then we can have the best of both worlds. And certainly in terms of designing systems, couples tend to come in and buy a lot of our systems. So he tends to get his state-of-the-art sound system, yeah, and she also gets to keep her living room and design, and happily they live forevermore.
Yeah, because you've got different room sets obviously around the showroom. Can you tell us a bit more about the range that you've got in the different room sets?
Well, again, we're trying to show the whole range of what we have. So this is the fairly typical one, which is the 6550, but we're also showing, which is based primarily for 42, 46-inch screens, that kind of size. Okay. We also have smaller speakers, we also have larger speakers, and this gives us an opportunity. We've got 8 systems here. Wow. So it gives us an opportunity to show different room sets, different sizes, different price points, different aesthetics, but all with the Artcoustic ethos of quality throughout as well.
Okay, you've got obviously entry-level kind of speakers, and also you've got the top of the range kind of speakers. Can you tell us a bit more about those?
Well, the range starts with the Diablo Target, which is a brand new product. It's just 20 centimetres square. It's a tiny little speaker, but very musical, very dynamic. It does everything that we would want from a loudspeaker, but in a very compact form. So it's very easy to get into a design of a room, either for rear speakers or front speakers for a smaller system. So they're good for multi-room applications as well as cinema and stereo systems. Yeah. It's also flexible in that it's a speaker that can be placed in the ceiling as well as on the wall, and it can also be placed outside. So it's also its flexibility goes beyond just being a small speaker. So
it's a very versatile kind of speaker for your entry-level kind of range.
Yeah, indeed, and we've got that in the showroom. We've got that in a stereo system and also in an entry-level 5.1 system, so that you can see an entry point for Artcoustic, and a 5.1 system now from Artcoustic starts at £2,500, which is a good price point to get into this level. Yeah,
no, definitely. So from there you go from the targets to...
well, to the other extreme would be the DFF 18043, which is a bit of a monster. That's a flagship speaker. It's 6 foot tall.
Wow.
It's a real feature, a real statement in a room. Obviously with the Artcoustic aesthetic, we can make it flexible enough to work in almost any interior. So you can make it subtle or vivid depending on what you're trying to do. In this showroom we've made it very vivid with bright orange screens against the black background. You're not going to miss it, it stands out. Underneath the aesthetic and all the colours and the designs that we can do is a bit of a beast of a speaker. It's a state-of-the-art monitor.
So these are designed for obviously larger rooms, larger sort of hi-fi applications and home cinema applications?
Hi-fi and home cinema, yeah. We do a number of home cinemas where you may have 3 of them in a row behind a drop-down screen, or 2 channel in a stereo. They don't necessarily need to be large rooms. What you really need is aesthetically for it to work in a large room. So low ceilings can be an issue, but as long as you have the room to make it breathe and to look right in it, then Acoustics wise, it works absolutely fine in most rooms. It's not a problem. And again, having the showroom here enables people to hear it and to get an indication of what it will do in their own homes.
Of course, fantastic. Paul, thanks very much for showing us around the showroom that you've got here, and we look forward to seeing some other room sets you've got as well.
No problem at all.
Thanks very much.
Thanks.